Now, the level of excitement that Matt referenced in Kentucky is incredibly high all through the Commonwealth for their beloved Cats. But it might be a little tempered in the desert. For more on that, we bring in RJ Bell from pregame.com. He joins us from Las Vegas. All right, first things first, everyone's looking to place this team in the pantheon of the all-time greats. But your colleagues, RJ, aren't ready to do that, I hear.
No, listen, it's hard not to be impressed by this undefeated team. But Vegas does not get swept up into emotion. They do not consider this Kentucky team to be an all-time great. In fact, one pro bettor I work with said throughout history, there'd be no less than 20 college basketball teams favored over this team. So at the top of that list would be the 68 UCLA team. Lou Alcindor as a junior, almost a double-digit favorite against this Kentucky team. Now let's consider the 76 Indiana team, 6.5-point favorite over this Kentucky team. The UNLV team in '91, they lost in the semis, a 6-point favorite. In fact, even the 2012 Kentucky title team would be clearly favored over this team.
Wow.
So a good team, but not a great team. And listen, don't even start the NBA conversation. Is if the rules were the NBA rules, even the worst team, the Knicks, would be a 15-point favorite, wouldn't even be close against this Kentucky team.
Don't worry, I won't be broaching that argument. I'm 100% with you on that. In general, what does Vegas think about the Final Four?
Well, first game, we've got Kentucky favored by 5 at this point over Wisconsin. The game was 6. It's been bet down by the professionals. Big professional money on Wisconsin brought the line down to 5. But really, the popular bet has been Kentucky with the average fan throughout the tournament. They haven't done too well. They've only covered one game. In the other game, Duke favored by 5 over Michigan State. The pros haven't really been involved in that game. The public, though, predominantly has been on Duke, on the favorite once again. So in one game, we've got Wisconsin, big professional money. In the other game, Duke with recreational public money.
All right, so those are indeed the lines, but what are the odds for the 4 teams left? Can you run them down?
Oh, absolutely. Kentucky is actually better than an even money favorite, which means they have a better than 50% chance to win the title, more than all the other 3 teams combined. Duke at 4-1, Wisconsin 5-1, Michigan State, the long shot, at 11-1 you can get on them. But there's big exposure for the sports books here, and it's because of an undefeated prop that was offered before the season even started. Would Kentucky go undefeated? It was paying 50-1, and there's been significant money bet on that. So not only would the sports books lose with Kentucky, the favorite, winning, but they'd be paying out big money on that undefeated prop bet.
Before I let you go, speaking of big money, there was a bet placed at the Golden Nugget Hotel and Casino by a guy named Tony Miller that could win him $1 million. If Michigan State wins the national title, you're looking at the betting receipt on your screen here.
Tony Miller is the guy that took the bet. The guy that made the bet was a casino owner here in town. He owns his own casino. Bet, as we said, $20,000 to win $1 million. It didn't really look like a good bet entering the tournament. You could have got Michigan State at 75-1, even better odds entering the tournament. But now, 4 wins later, that ticket's looking mighty sweet. I think there's 2 reasons this story has really resonated. One, every bettor loves the idea of that one big win, that game-changing, that life-changing win. And you see that ticket with that $1 million, and you can feel, oh, just imagine if it was me. And then there's a second reason. The sports books usually win. The bettors usually lose. The idea of a sports book feeling real pain, and this would be real pain, paying out $1 million, is something a lot of sports bettors like the idea of.
Interesting. All for a 7 seed and a team that's won a national title for Tom Izzo. Izzo's been there 7 times. The payout could be 7 figures for one lucky man Monday night if it happens. RJ, thank you so much.
Thank you.